How's it going, everybody? It's your boy Scar, and today is rest day. Kinda. I went to the gym, but I didn't work out. I did cardio, so I did like an hour of cardio. I did 30 minutes on the bike and 30 minutes on the treadmill. I did a 13 incline, 3 miles an hour for 30 minutes. So I burned about 500 calories, which is sweet because that means I can eat more food today. And yeah, so other than that, it's been a really good day. Just kind of relaxing. I didn't realize the football game was so early, so kind of watched that while I was doing cardio, which was nice. Got one later, but yeah. Other than that, it's a simple Sunday. Gonna watch some church. Gonna enjoy some of that. Get some message in, and you know, just enjoy it. So today, I woke up this morning and I felt like a kink in my neck, so I went to like crack it and tweaked my back. So I have like some pain right in here, which isn't that great. It's also kind of one of those little tweaks that I've had before. It's not super bad, and it's nothing that's gonna like inhibit me. I guess like it's probably just gonna hurt today. I'm gonna just put some Tiger Balm on it and do the rest and recovery thing, right? So just kind of lay around, eat some food, drink a lot of water, stay hydrated. Tomorrow's leg day, so it shouldn't be too bad. I shouldn't do anything like aggravate it. So I'm probably going to do a light set of pause squats, see how I feel. If it's uncomfortable, then I just won't do it, and I'll probably switch to my other leg day where it's all machine stuff. So kind of based on that. Obviously, like what I've talked about before, I don't want to push my body too far, especially if it's an injury or something like that. There's no point in hurting myself because what we're trying to do is build ourselves, right? Help ourselves. So we're getting there. We're definitely working on it. So hopefully it's a quick little issue that doesn't really amount to anything, which I don't think it will. It's nothing too crazy, just a little tweak in my muscle. So it'll be all right. We also have back on Wednesday. So today's Sunday. We got some time before that. So I just want to make sure that it gets all rested up and it'll be good. So, but yeah, other than that, it's been a really good day so far. I got the day off tomorrow for Martin Luther King Day. It's also the inauguration, which is going to be pretty interesting, but it's going to be nice. I'm trying to stay in the same sleep schedule. That's kind of hard for me on the weekends. I struggle with like not staying up late. I really want to stay up late and do stuff. So usually it's like game or homework or something, edit videos. But I feel like I'm more productive later in the day, which is fine. Um, but I also don't want to mess up my circadian rhythm by like going to bed at, you know, 12, 1 o'clock in the morning. Last night I stayed up pretty late watching the UFC fight, so I stayed up until like midnight. And then once I got ready for bed and everything, I didn't fall asleep until like 12:30, 12:45. Which isn't too much different than my circadian rhythm. Usually I go to bed at like 10 or 11 because I like to get up in the morning and go do cardio. But today I slept really good. I just slept for a long time. I slept for like 9.5 hours. So that was super good. It felt really nice. It felt honestly like I needed it. I've been sleeping good throughout the week, but sometimes like it's nice to just turn off the alarm and get a bunch of sleep. So yeah, that's really it. I don't really know what else to talk about today. So I got Boba with me. We've been going on walks too, so she's getting my steps up still. Um, but yeah, so other than that, rest days are definitely the hardest for me, right? I struggle with them a lot. I hate not going to the gym. I hate not working out. I do rest days because I know that it's important for muscle growth and muscle development. Um, because I don't want to overwork them, and most of the time, like your body needs to rest, right? I'm also considering doing an 8 day split instead of a 7 day split now. So instead of doing push pull legs, rest, it would be push pull legs, rest, push pull legs, rest. Especially now for the cut, I feel like it's obviously going to take me longer to recover, especially from like a prior day. So usually it takes like 2 days, right, for me to recover. That's why on the third day I do the muscle group again. Now I feel like when I go to the gym on that third day, I'm still a little bit fatigued, um, and that's just solely based on not eating, for the cut, like being in a deficit and stuff. It's going to take longer to recover. Um, so It's a balancing act of if I push myself more or too much, I could get hurt. Um, but also like working out enough to where I maintain my muscle growth are it's super important. So um, we'll see how I feel. Um, Granted, I only have a couple more weeks left of the cut. In theory, so I weighed in yesterday at 178. So far I've lost 2 pounds. It's been 2 weeks, so pretty much on track. I caught myself doing something wrong. So for my macro trackers and my food weight, I was weighing it after I cooked. So like the meat, I was weighing the meat after I cooked it instead of before, which is wrong because the nutrition facts are based off when it's raw. Because when you cook it, a lot of that water comes out of the meat. That obviously makes it way lighter. So I thought that it made more sense to weigh it when it was lighter. It does not. None of that macronutrition information changes when you cook it. It all stays in there. So I probably could have been losing more weight in theory. So I'm going to start tracking my macros correctly this time, like starting now for this week coming up. And I'm probably going to lose a decent amount of weight. The one thing that sucks about that is the actual macros themselves. I'm probably going to have to fix that because I feel like I'm going to start going over. Because instead of like going through for like a chicken breast, right? It's usually like 140 calories, and the macros are the macros. Instead of saying like I ate 2 servings of the chicken breast, which is 8 ounces, I would cook it, and then it'd be like, I would cook it, and then it would say instead of the 8 ounces that it weighed before, now it weighs 6 ounces. So I would be like, oh, I only ate 6 ounces of chicken breast, but the macronutrition was actually for 8 ounces of chicken breast because that's what it weighed. So that's where I'm kind of getting in this predicament of like, okay, um, how much how much is my nutrition different than what I've been calculating? Uh, Obviously, it can't be too much because I'm still losing weight. So like the deficit wasn't affected that much. Um, but like based on the calculations that I've been doing, I'd probably lose way more weight because that's still like if you think that's 100 calories a day, that's 700 calories this week that I'm over. So instead of being in like a 3,500 calorie deficit that I want to be for the week, I'm at 28, which isn't that good. So definitely going to try and work on that, and just be as accurate as possible, especially with my meats and stuff, because hitting my protein and stuff like that is going to be different. Um, the issue now is that I'm going to probably have to eat more fats. So it's going to be less chicken and turkey and beef, probably more like oils. I'm really bad at hitting my fat macro. Even like yesterday, I had like 40 grams of fat, which I'm only supposed to eat like 60 or something like that. So I barely eat any fat, and most of that fat comes from chicken breasts, which is a super lean meat. So definitely going to have to work on that for sure. But we're getting there, right? It's all a learning progress. I'm trying my best, and we'll get through all the stuff. So plans for the rest of the day, like I kind of said, honestly, just watch some football. I did my homework already that was due today, so maybe get started for next week's. I like to stay super ahead of my homework. And yeah, I think what I'm going to start doing on these Saturday ones, so that's another thing, is like I either want to talk about uh, like little things going on, right? Little knowledge tips and stuff that I figured out. Maybe like reaction videos and stuff like that. I could probably start doing that. Um, there's a bunch of stuff that I can do. I do want to start like actually practicing poses, right? So like tweaking them, figuring out like what looks better, what looks worse. So maybe start doing that on rest days. But I could do like a day in the diet. It's just there's a bunch of ideas. Um, the channel is new. I'm trying to figure out kind of more and more stuff that I can do for it. So it's all a work in progress. So it's just one of those things where it's getting better every day, and we're figuring it out together, right? So I'm definitely starting to lean more into scripture in my videos, which is awesome. That's something that I wanted to do anyway. So maybe I could do something like that for rest days, kind of go over like what I watch for church, and kind of review that or something. I don't know. We'll see. It's kind of dependent on how I'm feeling, right? It's all dependent on the day, just like the workouts. So we'll kind of go from there. I got a bunch of ideas and stuff, but we'll see. I don't really know how I'm going to take this channel in the future and what I'm going to do with it. It's just kind of a little diary, you know? So I am working on it. So if you guys have any suggestions of something that you'd like to see on the channel, just let me know. Put it down in the comments or something. But as we continue to progress, we will work better and better. But for today, since we should go into a scripture because it's Sunday, I guess we should go into scripture every day, but especially today. How about that? We'll get into my favorite verse, which is Luke 10:19. And it says, on the next page, look, I have given you authority over all the power of the enemy, and you can walk among snakes and scorpions and crush them. Nothing will injure you. But don't rejoice because evil spirits obey you. Rejoice because your names are registered in heaven. Right? For me, that stands strong because I feel like I have blessings, and I feel like God has given everybody strength to be able to deal with the problems that they have. On the Instagram, I kind of talked about a verse, and it talked about none of the challenges that you have in life are going to be more than you can bear, right? God is never going to give you a challenge that you cannot withstand, right? And that verse, Luke 10:19, also backs that, where you have the strength to step on these snakes and scorpions, right? But you shouldn't be just happy that you have all this strength and that God has blessed you, right? You also need to understand that your name is in heaven, and you don't want the demons to obey you because you have all this strength, but because you're going to go to heaven, right? It's all about blessings, and it's all about mentality, right? In my mind, but yeah, I think it's something that I really try to live by, right? I feel like I get like stress and anxiety and things like that pretty bad, especially like high pace environments, things like that. It could be tough to deal with, right? So looking back on that verse and being like, no, I have the strength to get over these issues. I have the strength to, cast out these demons and just be able to get to the end goal, right? That's really important to remember in the back of your mind. So that's the verse of the day for the rest of the day. But yeah, other than that, kind of a short one today, like 10 minutes, 10, 11 minutes. I don't want to do the full 30. So it's also going to be a nice little edit for me. Take like 10 minutes. So should be perfect. I really hope that you guys enjoy the content. And if you haven't, like and subscribe. Go check out the other videos, the actual workout videos and stuff, rest and recovery day to day. So just wanted to get on here, kind of yap a little bit, and then, do the thing. So I'm going to go back to resting and recovering and probably ice my back a little bit and then watch some football. So I hope you guys have a great day. I hope you guys are blessed today. If you do go to the gym, go hit a PR. If you're resting, rest very well. And I hope you guys call your mom. I will see you guys tomorrow for leg day. And we'll see how we're feeling. So I guess I'll let you guys know in the intro. All right. See you guys tomorrow.